White Money came into Big Brother Naija 2021 well prepared and packaged. Creativity, lifestyle. Welcome to the Appraisal. I'm Chichi. The 2021 edition of Big Brother Naija ended yesterday and saw White Money, one of the contestants of the show, emerge the winner. Now, some viewers have argued that White Money was strategic, that he wasn't that entertaining. Some even say that he was boring. Here is what you should know. I knew when the contestants walked into that show, and I must tell you that White Money came into that show prepared and packaged himself very well. When they walked into that show, first off, his name, the name White Money, is something that you will hear and you would like to reckon with. I mean, he came in the moment Obi Kubana trended after burying his mother at over his hometown. Seeing White Money, someone from that part of the country, coming to Big Brother Naija, I think he came at the right time, and I think he understood what was happening presently. So coming in packaged in such a manner that reflects, the trend, in the industry. I mean, it's something I know he probably planned. He couldn't have even planned it that way, but I think he's the creative type, so he must have studied what is happening, and to come in such in similar tune is going to be something people will be will be excited about. So he came in, aside the name White Money, which is very catchy. His attire, he's quite stylish as well. His attire was impeccable. He donned an Igbo traditional attire, and that he also exhibited that cultural character all through the show. Now, aside of that, people also said he used cooking in the house as a strategy. It is quite funny because I don't think someone will come into a place and continue to cook for a large number of people till up to the end of the show. It's not easy. Even if it's a strategy, you still have to give it to him. It's not easy, but I doubt if that was a strategy, because I knew when the male housemates came in, they were like, that this one, that the females are yet to be here, who will do the cooking, who will help us to cook and all that. And White Money volunteered. He was like, guys, don't worry, I will take care of that. If it's food, you guys don't have any problem. So I think it was just something that just happened spontaneously. I don't think he planned it. So when people say cooking was a strategy, is it that maybe you didn't really watch the show to understand how everything came about, or you are just you're just being should I say White Money hater? Sorry, yeah. So that is that. I don't think cooking was White Money's strategy. And saying White Money was not entertaining in the show, no, that one is something. That point, it should not even come up in the first place. He was so entertaining. His creativity was showcased, and which he also acknowledged that his mission coming into that house was to showcase his creativity. He was very talented, or he's very, very talented, coming up with music performances or creative performances, impromptu and pronto, just like that. I mean, it's something. It's not easy. It's not everybody that that have that talent. So White Money, aside being the stylish type, he was also creative. He showcased his talent as much as possible. And for someone that was always in the kitchen and was still able to entertain the house, the only thing White Money is not very good at is physical tasks, which he also acknowledged. That one is no go area for him. But anything that concerns, drama, bringing out his creative side, music, White Money, brought out his A game into the show, in the show. So that's it. Whether even being strategic, who goes to a show like that without a plan of action? When people say strategic, I think people are just looking at strategy as, is it like coming up with crafty ideas to scale through the show, crafty input. A strategy is a plan of action. How you intend to behave, how you intend to carry everyone along, how you intend to coexist among your peers in the house is your strategy. I don't think anybody went into that house without any strategy. Yeah, people may say, okay, I didn't come with any strategy, which can be true. You can go to Big Brother Naija without any strategy, because if you're the creative type and you are someone that can easily coexist with people, you will not probably need any strategy. You will just enter the house and be yourself. Some people are strategy themselves. Some people need to be studied. So whether strategic or not, I think White Money was himself all through the show. No doubt. I think he was himself all through the show. He also mentioned that his plan was just, if it's just 3 weeks for him to stay there to showcase his talent, he wouldn't mind. He didn't even expect to, reach the final. Well, you may doubt that, but from what I observed, because I watched the show at least a tangible amount of time that the show aired, from what I saw, I don't think he came into that house to maybe to start cooking or to start behaving in a certain way, which even if he did, there's no problem with that. He had the character. He celebrates people. He's always happy for people when they win. He was just a good guy, a creative, good guy, stylish. He came in there prepared, and he very well deserved to win. He deserved everything that came his way. He's also quite a versatile individual. If you want white money, funny white money, you will get funny white money. If you want classy white money, you will get classy white money. He will also do well in the comedy industry because he was also very funny in the house. Lico Rose, his contender, that's the first runner-up, also did well. I'm sure she also came to showcase her talent, which is dancing. She also did quite well for herself. But White Money's fans, no doubt, were larger than Lico Rose's. Even though Lico Rose had a bigger amount of followers, that didn't stop White Money. Followership doesn't mean that you have people that actually support you that much. Definitely, White Money's fan base was more than that of Lico Rose. So that's it. Another thing I want to touch is some people also, or most people even, said this year's Big Brother Naija was boring. Sometimes it could be boring, even from the last episode. As you watch, the show begins to get boring at some point. But for sure, the organizers of the show or the producers of the show, we always come up with something to to spice the show up. But comparing this year's episode to last year, I think there wasn't that much difference. There wasn't that much difference. It was the Messi set. I think was it? Is it double? It's not double wahala. What was that? The title of Messi set. Pepper them, yeah. The Pepper them set was very, was better off. The other sets were like, behind the Pepper them set, but that doesn't mean that last year and this year's sets we are not, good. They tried. One thing about yes, they will write their script. You can always rewrite script, as the show gets starts tilting in a different angle. You write the script, re-strategize to also get viewers excited about the show. So if it's about being boring, I don't think this year's even if it was boring, not as boring as people are painting it to be, it was a show, and the producers did the best of what they could do. The one thing about production is if you're not part of the team, you think it's easy, and I really commend them. The moment it was kind of getting boring, them coming up with creative ideas to keep the show going and keep viewers entertained was very laudable. When they had to tell Lico Rose to pretend to not to talk to Emmanuel when Saga went missing, or when when Nini went missing, or when Saga was told to pretend that he wasn't talking to Nini and all that. I think, but the point where the script had a flaw was at the time when they were supposed to have final five, and they ended up making it 6 because people protested and all that. I think that aspect shouldn't have come up. If I thought they wanted to keep the viewers glued to the screen, they could have devised another strategy, trying to compare scores. The margin was too much for them to come up with such a idea. I think they were trying to keep Angel in the show, by all means. They could have done, you could have used every other thing else, but trying to let them play game, for them to win a slot into the finale. I think it was just too much of, there was a lapse there. They could have tried another thing entirely. If I thought they wanted Angel to be among the finalists, or if I thought they wanted top 6. I think top 6 was not even their plan in the first place. Their plan was top 5, but because of the protests, they eventually made it top 6. But even at that, everything was still entertainment. The protests, everybody talking, it still got viewers, excited, and they want to know what next, on the show. I give them kudos. Big Brother Naija is my very first episode. I analyzed the show. Some people say it's a bad influence. We need to watch it to know. The show contributes a lot to the into the economy. Showcasing talents and helping small businesses and all that. So the show, like every other entertainment show, will definitely have its own bad side and good side, but you can't just rule it out just because of a certain aspect of what you don't like. If you don't like it, you change the channel. The most important thing is there is also a good side to the show. You get to learn so many things as well as an individual. Yes, that's it. What again do I need to touch? Yeah, that's basically it. Some people also say before the show that the show is beginning to be predictable. Before it starts, you already know the winner. For sure, in any event, there's bound to be a probability. You have to, predict. You have to have a certain level of prediction. This person, this may happen, that may happen, and in the end it may not even happen, or it may eventually happen. It's normal in every situation. There's bound to be prediction, but that's not to say you will now say Big Brother Naija, you always predict the winner. After all, Ikoros had more fans, more followers on Instagram. White Money was even way behind. I think this show is all about relationship we must have built. I'm sure White Money, for his type of person, must have built some level of relationship with people. So it was quite easy for him to have that fan base. Apart from things I've discussed, that has been it on this episode of the Appraisal. Until I come your way again with yet another episode, keep being creative, keep living a good lifestyle, keep showcasing your talent. Who knows, someday you'll be lucky like White Money. Until I come your way again, bye. Creativity, lifestyle.